Suppose it's a subnetting 5 video, and suppose you have a class B address given to you, and the address is 135.1.0.0, and you need to create 4 subnets with around 200 hosts. So the question is, what is the default subnet mask here? So the default subnet mask here is this. So you can see that you have 16 bit which can be used for subnetting or hosts. So the best way to use them is that if we can use 8 bits for subnetting and 8 bits for hosts. Why? Because 200 host means that it is 2 raised to the power 8. Last octet means 8 bits in the last octet represents 2 raised to the power 8 equals to 256 hosts, which it can accommodate. So the 200 is a number which is less than 256. So under 256, basically you can say 200 is there. So the default mask is this one, but the mask which can be used for subnetting mask will be 255.255.255.0, and in this one you have 256 subnets available. And how many you require? You require only 4 subnets. So basically you can do 256 subnets here, and the number of hosts which you can accommodate in each subnet is 256. Obviously it's 256 minus 2. And why it's 256 minus 2? As I told you earlier, one for the network address and one for your broadcast address. So it's basically here, if I have to write it in this way, so the subnetting will start like this, something like this, 0 dot, then 0 to 255. And then it will be 255.255.1.0 to 255. But you need only 200, so we will go up to 200. And in a similar way, it will go up to 255.255.255.0 to 255. So these are basically 256 combination of subnet available to you. Now this is your first question. Now the second question is, the class C address is class C address is given, which is 195.2.1.0. So the number clearly indicates that it's greater than 192, so it's a class C address. So you can say it's greater than 191 because 192 is already in class C. So in this you have to create 10 subnets of maximum 12 hosts. So it's a class C, that means my default subnet mask is 255.0. So if you see here how many bits we are left with, in class C you cannot change them, so the only possible changes are here. So there are 8 bits available to us for use basically. So out of these 8 bits you have to use them for your subnets also and for your hosts also. So how many subnets you require? You require 10, and host you require 12. So if you see, remember the rule, if 2 raised to the power n denotes the number of hosts where n is the number of hosts or the number of subnet bits. Depending upon this, you can find the number of bits you will use for subnet and number of bits you will use for your hosts. So if 2 raised to the power n must be greater than or equals to 10 for subnet. So if I use this formula, your n will be 4 here. Okay. And for your for hosts, again, if I use this formula, it will again give me for hosts, it is the value here is 12. Again, it's going to give me n equals to 4. Why? Because 2 raised to the power 4 is 16 in both the cases. If I just mention it m for a better readability, so then you can see n and m both are 4. What it means that 4 bits are used for subnetting and 4 for hosts. Now the your work left is of to find out the subnet, default subnet mask you need to use. So you can say out of 8 bits, 4 are used for subnetting and 4 are used for hosts. So find the decimal number corresponding to it. So it will be, if you remember that 182 plus 64, 192 plus 224 is when you add 32 into it and then you add 16. So it's 240. So the default address is 240.0. So it works in this way. That will be your first subnet mask. And from there on, you will keep on increasing. So there are 16 subnets possible in this way. So you will change these bits, means you will these first 4 bits you will change for subnetting and the remaining bits you will change for your, sorry, I just made a little mistake here. That's 240 here, not there. That is your default subnet mask. So you will change it here. You want to write it in the form of the bits also, so it will be 28. So in this way you can have 4 bits for subnets and 4 bits for hosts. So 2 raised to the power 4 means 16 subnets possible and 16 hosts possible. Thank you.